big up, everybody? It's your girl Sofia, aka Sophie, back here on Sophia's Football Talk to do another Saturday type, or I should say, like a weekend football show. Today, it's Saturday. A lot has happened. I mean, I was saying after the Man United game that my weekend was ruined. It's still, you don't get it twisted. I still am pissed. But the Liverpool game, Spurs, Liverpool, and City also losing made me feel a little bit better. But we'll definitely talk about like some controversial decision. I ain't gonna lie. VAR, Lord have mercy. The refs, when within English football, they're doing a madness. They really are. So I do have a guest, Yuvraaj, who's been here before, a Liverpool fan. I will um, obviously have him join in very shortly, but I just want to have a little bit of moment just to give myself a bit of time to just speak on Man United's performance because I mean, especially that game. We played Crystal Palace back to back at home. Of course, you had Rashford and Bruno coming in, but it wasn't a good game. We lost 1-0, and we'll talk about it. Let me say hi to some of the people. Big up to Schlutz. Big up to Bart. I see you have written a lot of comments, Bart. Big up to you. Big up to Twalumba. Big up, big up. Um, and to those of you who are tuning in, make sure that you guys are giving this video here a big thumbs up because the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for more people to see. Okay, likes is very important for us content creators. Okay, and also feel free to join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box. But yeah, let's go. Tualumba says speechless anyway. Everything out in Rashford, world class. Everyone played well. Just an unfortunate goal to concede. We were superb. I know that Tualumba is actually being very sarcastic. I know Tualumba by now. You don't mean all of this. I think Tualumba might actually be Ten Hag out. And that is your prerogative, Tualumba. I'm not gonna sit here and try to, you know, change your opinion. Best game by Man. Oh my Tualumba, now you're taking the piss. Now you're taking the piss. Either way, big up to Sherifo. Hope you're doing well. Leon says losing to Pals was that fair? It's more so the matter. Like we lost 1-0, right? But it's more so the fact that we weren't able to get an equalizer. Nothing. Nothing. Rashi, bless his heart. I love the guy, but Lord have mercy, he annoyed the shit out of me. He needs to. I'm sorry, the game we were going to be playing against Galatasaray on Wednesday, not Wednesday, but Tuesday, he has to be sat on the bench because I'm tired. I actually thought the ones that you can be like, you know what, actually look pretty decent. They showed up. Dallo, Mount for me at the time he played, he looked good. Um, who else? Mount, Dallo. Amrabat had times a little bit here and there, a little bit shaky, but overall, I still felt like he was good. But Casemiro, Rashi, and Brew, especially Casemiro and Rashi for me was Lord have mercy. Yes, Toluma says, Sophia, on times like this, we gotta find a reason to laugh and smile, otherwise we'll go mad. Yeah, and I've heard that the Ten Hag out hashtag is trending on Twitter, and I'm thinking, y'all, let's say we end up saying bye bye and part ways with Ten Hag at this point. Do we have a plan? Who's gonna be coming in and being an interim, and who then is gonna be the actual manager? Because I'm telling you right now, if we do sack him now in about 10 months, maybe even less from now, we will be having this conversation again. Okay? This conversation will still be. And then, a lot of people say De Zerbi got slapped up by Villa 6-1 earlier. That would have been happening at Man United as well. Like, I'm sorry. And I like De Zerbi, but there's a reason why he's been so, it's gone so well at Brighton because there's a proper structure in place. But there's also when Brighton do lose, like they end up losing pretty badly, you know? Where I think last season as well they got slapped up like 5-1 or something in that order against um Newcastle. So I guys, Ten Hag out does not solve anything at this point. Nothing. Nothing. And it's all I'm saying is if you are Ten Hag out, my then rebuttal will be, but what is your solution? Who are we gonna get in then? That's all. Because I can hear all of this with the no playing style, but sometimes we have to be like, you know what? Some of these players are just not good enough. Simple. These owners are not it, but some of these players are not good enough. Of course, I'm definitely going to keep Ten Hag accountable in terms of Rashford should have been, subbed off way earlier. I need to see Rashford on the bench, not starting um, this Wednesday. Why do I keep saying Wednesday? Tuesday. That's what I think is very important. So we got to keep seeing that because otherwise, I was saying I wanted us to build off of the game that we had on Tuesday, which we weren't able to do, but here we are. So it was a shambles of a performance. I felt like we, always the stat showcase. We had the ball, control, possession. I've been very clear about this. I couldn't give a flying shit about possession if you're not going to be clinical. If you don't divert all that possession into clinicalness, scoring the goals, then what is it to show for? You know? What was it? At least Man City and Liverpool lost. You know what? Just imagine if we could have won and then we could have just been laughing at Man City and Liverpool. I still will laugh at them. Don't get it twisted. But it's just, you know, I don't know. I'm not everything out. Hey, same. VAR is doing more harm than good. I think it's more so who that, the refs that's actually using the VAR that's an issue. Say that these refs, if I speak, I'm in trouble. Yeah, these refs, Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm. Why didn't he use the same lineup as Wednesday? And if it hadn't worked, he would have made subs, just something simple, logical. For me, I I was on another, I was a guest stream for or a guest on MUFC's realist channel, which is Mick Ruby's channel. Right before the game started, we were reacting to the lineup, alongside Jarvis and all that. But I was saying that I wanted to see how would this work with Rashford and Bruno. So for me, I can't sit there and be like, well, why did we do? I didn't mind. I was actually happy when the lineup came out. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm content with this. I think this can work. But obviously, Rashi, you gotta enjoy the bench for a little bit. You know, you gotta sit some of the at least next game. You gotta sit this one off. You know, that's what I think at least. Casemiro, I love you. You were amazing this Tuesday, but today you were shite. Lil Yo, big up to you says, nah, my phone has been on fire. Sophia, fam, I've been seeing. I'm in on different WhatsApp group, and it's been insane. It's been insane. But yeah, big up to Alumbas. It's like. Yes, like the video. I see that there are a bunch of you guys following along, which I do appreciate. If you are new here, subscribe and like. Koala says, hi, Sophia. What a day of Premier League football. Luton first win. Yeah, true. They won against Everton, I believe. Wolves win. And City's first loss. Liverpool lost. Man United lost. Yeah, and then Arsenal still winning, both Arsenal and Spurs are unbeaten, actually. So, big up to them. I think that might be all I want to say about United because there's like a really big game that we have to address. We have a guest that will obviously have his opportunity to be able to vent, and this is going to be a platform for him to do so. So I think I have said much that I want to say. Let me just address this comment. Listen, the Ganache should have started after getting a goal in midweek. Ertenag is under pressure from now. Let's not get it twisted. Definitely, the pressure is on, and it's brewing. It's brewing, but we do have a lot of injuries, which a lot of other teams do have, if I may say so myself. So I just feel like, obviously, I think we still have to wait a little bit for I don't know. I think it's a bit too early to be like, you gotta go. But the pressure is there. Don't get twisted. If you're a manager at this club right here, the pressure will be there. Qual says, how are Spurs in a title charge? I think that might. I mean, when basically two tough games for Spurs, the Arsenal game and now the Liverpool game, getting 4 points out of those two difficult games, still unbeaten. Conversations could be had. I still wouldn't say that they are in charge. But then again, like if you say Liverpool are, why wouldn't you say that Spurs aren't? This probably would do what Kalini always says. Where is Kalini? There it
It's
is.
the history of the Tottenham.
That will happen at some point. But I think that's what I need to say about United. So we're gonna bring my guest in, and we're gonna divert the conversation to Spurs versus Liverpool. 2-1. Let's talk about it. Pick up Yuvraaj. How are you, mate?
You know how I am, let's be real.
I know.
Spurs, can I just say, referees, VAR. What can I say? Tottenham,
Mm-hmm.
you lucky. Actually, I can't. I don't want to. The Tottenham,
Lucky.
you got a lucky win. Celebrate like a trophy, which you will never win. And Tottenham, congratulations. You couldn't even beat 9 men without actually with their own goal. So sums up how bad you are. And I hope you guys don't get top 4. I hope you get relegated. By the way, the way you guys will celebrate at the end, celebrate you a trophy. That's Tottenham done. I can't really go on my team really because they showed passion. 9 men. Diaz goes onside. Curtis Jones was not a red card. I don't know what. This refereeing is a disgrace, and I don't know. This league is the best league in the world, but the worst referee. And these referees will never manage a Champions League final or a major honor because this is why you can't really. And this is why I'm not going to go at the players. The players don't deserve any blame. I'm not going to go at Matip because Matip was brilliant. It was just that unlucky moment. I mean, look, what can I say? Just overall, a frustrating loss, but I think there's positives to take out of this game. The mentality is there. You got the mentality. The mentality is there, and this is what this season's about. And I still believe this season can be special. One game doesn't decide everything. And Spurs, obviously, Spurs fans will say they're in a title race, knowing Spurs fans now. So overall, look, it's what it is. I can't really go. I'm not going to run over the team. I'm going to run over the referees that have done. But yeah, Spurs, congratulations, you've won. And look, what can I say? I mean, I still think we'll have a good season, but one loss. Spurs can have the win. And yeah, overall, I'm annoyed, but I can't really go at the players. I can't.
Can I ask you a question though? I mean, obviously you did mention, of course, the refereeing and all that, but honestly, if we're going to keep it 100, like between you and me and all the people watching, Yuvraaj, let's keep it 100. CJ's red card. Come on, Curtis Jones.
It was.
Brother, he could have.
It was.
Brother.
He touched the ball first.
He could have been killed.
Okay, look. It could have been. To be fair, I can understand why it was, but still, well, yeah. I mean, it's just frustrating. It's a hard loss. It's a hard loss to take, but we move. Brighton, I think Europa League next. So, well, then we got Brighton away. Brighton been humble today, so
they
look. If we can play like that versus Brighton, I think we win. That's how I would say it. And I think, look, I'm not too mad. I'm more mad at the officiating than.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. It definitely was not an offside. And they're gonna come out later and say, "Oh, we apologize." Where were the lines? Where were the lines?
Of the apology?
Did they forget? Like they did with the Arsenal game, like last season. Remember when there was an issue? Was it Arsenal Wolves or something? Or it might have been Arsenal Brentford. One of the others.
They can apologize. Like, what is apology?
But it doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
because
like,
if that goal was given, it could have been a different game.
It's not going to help us get 3 points. It's going to make us drop points. And overall, look, it's, like I said, it's frustrating, but you're going to take these losses. And look, I think we need to discuss this VAR stuff because VAR is really ruining the Premier League. And the first 20 minutes, the game was exciting. You see, before Curtis Jones' red card, the game was exciting, end-to-end action. They ruined the game. Like, to be fair, it was sometimes. You couldn't say it was a red, you couldn't say it wasn't, but the game was entertaining. But then that red ruined everything.
But Curtis Jones didn't need to. Yuvraaj, Curtis Jones did not need to do that. That was a red. We're gonna keep it 100. But you guys were still in the game when you were still in the game even after.
And you remember that Diaz chance at the end of the half? Yes. Diaz, if he scored that, I think we would have potentially get something out of this. But like, I still think we got robbed, and it was in the end we got robbed. But like I said, I can't really blame the players. You can't really blame the players in this game. I can't. Like, it's hard to. So like this season, like I said, can still be special. One game doesn't define this season. But look, the mentality is there. You can tell it's just frustrating loss. But overall, look, frustrating. I'm gutted, but it's like the Champions League final game. It just reminds me of that where we just dominated Real Madrid, but you're gonna get the win. Same here. A draw would have been like a win here, but
You were so close though at the end. Like I'm not gonna. I was a bit shocked when you. Okay, you guys were like 9 men,
yeah,
and it was like 20 minutes left of the game. I was thinking, oh, this could get ugly. Like the score can be even
yeah.
more. But Spurs, I feel like I don't know, were they
Spurs
holding
don't look
back
good.
a little bit?
I think
They just.
Spurs still lack that creativity. It took an own goal for them to score. Let's say that right now. It took an
Mm,
own goal. Otherwise, it would have been a draw. The game would have been a draw, and Spurs would have been gutted. So for me, Spurs don't look. I think Spurs can get top four, not denying that. But I don't think Spurs are as good as people say, like a title challengers, because I think, look, the top three for me, and we have different predictions of the top four, will be Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal. Now, we may differ opinions because you say we're fifth, and it's your opinion. But overall, look, I think Liverpool are better than Tottenham. I think we were the. I don't want to say the better side, but Tottenham are always going to be the better side. When we're 9 men, Tottenham are always going to be the better. It was just about defending. We did so well until Matip. I can't really blame Matip. It was unlucky, but
hmm
like I said, it just shows the state of the VAR, the referees as well. Like it's ruining football. It's ruining the Prem. It's ruining the best league in the world. Ruined the best game. It could have been a very good game, and look, it got ruined. But like I said, it's what it is. We take losses. We're gonna have to lose once. We're gonna have to lose. We got the loss, but look, Brighton away next in the Prem. I'm
Yeah.
expecting us to win that. We play like that. Look, how I look at it is, if we play like that versus Brighton, we win. That's how I look at it. And look, we performed really well. First 20 minutes of them were the better side. I think we were the better side. We had the better chances. But look, that's what it is. Like I said, it's Spurs won, and you can't change it. So, but
No.
I'm still confident about top four. I think we get top four. But yeah,
Okay.
Tottenham, congratulations, you won the game.
Yeah, they did their thing. Quality Joel Matip with the Hurricane-esque finish. Oh, that's hilarious.
I mean, hey, Matip will probably get memed. Matip will probably get like I understand, but I mean, if I'm looking at it from our fan base perspective, because rivals can laugh, which is understandable. This is why there's rivals, but from my perspective, I can't really shout him at it because he did well so game. The whole defense and the whole team I'm proud of. I'm proud of the team.
hmm
It's just that annoyance of that. It's just frustrating. I would have taken a draw. Actually, I
I
agree. I
mean,
think
of course.
he
I hear
definitely
that.
man of the match. I agree with Roger. I think
Mm,
he's definitely up there. He would have been. I still think he probably is. I think Tottenham won, okay, but they didn't outplay us. Like I think they didn't even outplay us. I think they didn't outplay us. They didn't do anything. It's just that one lucky moment which you can't change, and they're gonna apologize now for the Luis Diaz goal watch, and then it won't do anything. It won't even
100%.
do anything. Like, what's the point? But
Because you can't
VAR,
change anything. Like there's no point of getting like even an apology because like uh, what you guys caught off guard with it suddenly being an offset situation. They just showed it super quickly. No, and we're like, but I can see he's onside though.
yeah.
Even I like as a rival, like I was like, come on. I mean,
Like
you're
even
still
rival
like
fans.
happy it wasn't a goal, but
Like
like when
even
you
on
look
Twitter,
at it,
rival fans wanted us to win. It's actually mad, and that just shows how
oh,
bad
I didn't.
VAR. Like, look, in terms of like, if it was fair, if you wanted to be fair, Liverpool should have at least got a point. But but look, it's just frustrating. It's just what it is. But I still believe this team is special. This team is. It's this performance is more positive than negative. It's mad saying when we lost, but there's more positives. The mentality is there. The fact that we stayed in the game, but it was 20 minutes as well. That was a long time for Spurs. It could have been bad if Spurs actually were going to cut us open. It could have been really bad. But I'm proud of the team. I'm actually proud. I'm gutted as well. And I agree with Kola official. Sabasa was made. He's just an engine. I agree. He wasn't great today, but again, his engine is just mad. His engine is mad. Yeah, Jordan, I'm mad. I'm angry as well, man. I'm angry.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
Hey,
It's frustrating.
did you watch any of the other games as well
Yep.
earlier today?
I mean, seeing United lose. I mean, it made my day until
Of course it
obviously
did.
until the referees decided to be. You may as well call that the referees versus one team because you may as well call it the 14 men versus Liverpool, versus 9 men because they got the VAR by their side and referee. And yeah, just the new match is probably called 13 men versus 9, but no one will do that. But Yeah, I agree with Jordan, man. I'm fuming. I'm fuming, man.
I hear it. Anything else you want to mention about the Liverpool game before we
Nope.
maybe
I
move
mean,
on to the City?
I'm not really mad. Like, it's just more anger at the referees and the players. And overall, look, we got Newcastle Brighton next. I'm expecting a win from that if we play like this. And but like I said, there's more positives and negatives to take out of this game, and I'm not too mad. I'm actually not too mad, but it's what it is. We lost. We're gonna have losses like this. VAR will be against you sometimes, and you just
Yep.
gotta take it. And I haven't seen Klopp's post-match conference, but I can tell you'll be fuming. And I think every fan will be proud of the performance. Most Liverpool fans. So overall, look,
Mm-hmm.
that's my staying with the Liverpool game, and on to the next, which is the Europa
On
League.
to the next.
Yep.
Do you think that you guys will be resting some players?
Yep. I think
Yeah.
look, this performance doesn't define us. I think it's just I think I'll rotate. I think we'll rotate in the Europa League. I'll rotate. I think this game doesn't change anything. I think we got Brighton next. I mean, we should realistically have, I mean, 1 point out of this. But hey, the referees. It's been a growing issue since probably
Mm-hmm.
2 years, 1 years ago. So I would rotate in the Europa League. Nothing changes, and Brighton next is well in the Prem, which I'm expecting a win because Brighton looked absolutely awful today. But overall, that's my sayings Liverpool game. So
Okay. Now I hear it. What about, did you catch? I mean, I wasn't able to like fully watch it. I was just, since both, Man United and Palace were playing at the same time, and of course, um, Bournemouth and Arsenal. But did you catch the Wolves and City game?
no, when Wolves were 1-0 up, I was like false hope. Man City usually just go 1-0 down
Yeah,
and come back. But then it was 1-1. Then I was like, okay, there we go, the goals. But then Wolves scored. I was like, maybe, and then banged on. I didn't watch the game. I was watching the United game more because obviously.
yeah, yeah. I was
And
going, back and forth with obviously watching the United on one screen, then Arsenal on the TV as they were showing
yep.
it. But imagine if United could have won. Oh, if United could have won, I could have just laughed at my rivals. I still
I mean,
laugh, but it just doesn't feel. You
one.
know,
I mean, the United are like ninth, 10th place in the league right now, and it's not been a great
we're
start. United have
yeah,
not had a great start to the season.
we
But I
haven't.
would be honest with you, if I'm not going to be as much as I want to take fun laugh at Ten Hag, I think Glazers are probably the. I mean, I think Ten Hag should be better, could be better right now.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
if you sack Ten Hag, I just don't trust the Glazers to find the right guy. Like
yeah.
Deserby for me, this today showed I don't think he's ready yet. I still think he needs loads of time. Who else
Yes.
is out there? Tuchel has not looked that amazing. He's
Mm,
overrated. So I can't lie. Tuchel's not great. It's going to be hard convincing managers out of their job. I just don't think there's managers out there that are convincing. Unless you.
yeah. Oh, I hear it. It's not easy. Big up to Bobby K says big up Sofia, Yuvraaj, and everyone in the
Yeah.
chat. Come on, you Spurs.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. Come on, you
I mean,
Spurs.
Bobby, I'm not going to go at you, but I'm not going to go at Spurs fans. Only Spurs fans that said, well, they're going to celebrate like a whole trophy now. Not you, Bobby, but your fans on Twitter and stuff, because they're going to say we dominated Liverpool when they didn't. They actually didn't dominate. If you actually take the game, they didn't dominate us. It was just
I
one
actually thought they
moment.
looked really on it though. I felt like they just weren't at the end like
Tottenham
maybe
just lacked that.
clinical enough.
It just shows they're still not ready yet. They're still not. If they're going to become title challengers, they're not ready. They're not ready yet. And I still, like, if you're a Tottenham fan that had top four expectations, I think that's a good expectation. To have title challengers, no. I think title challengers are too soon. This game showed it. I think this game pretty much showed you're not title challengers because if you were, you would have probably beaten us 3-1, 4-1 if you actually were the title challenger. If that was Arsenal, see, they probably would have beaten us. So overall, I think this game just showed they're not title challengers. So yeah.
I hear it. Um, Also, of course, I mean Arsenal had a very convincing win
4-0.
against Bournemouth away. Whew.
Yep.
Kai
Yeah.
Havertz was his first goal.
Well, Kai Havertz, I mean, he actually scored a goal. I think
He
he
did.
needed that goal, to be fair. I think
He
they
did.
needed that. Confidence-wise, it could help him. But I
Oh
think
yeah, yeah.
Arsenal, look, I think still Arsenal lack the squad depth to challenge for the league and Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
But again, 4-0, comfortable win. I think Saka definitely needs a rest. I don't know when. The game,
Yeah.
The games are,
I
and they
think he
got Man
like he
City
was
next week.
limping and stuff. I'm
Yeah,
like, I was surprised when he even was playing in this game. I was like, the guy
and,
needs a rest.
and they got Man City next week. I don't think he can rotate him for the Champions League either. And this is, I think they could survive in the Champions League. Their group is so bad. They should dominate that group.
Yeah. No, I think let him sit that one out and
I
focus
think
on,
Reece Nelson's
the
good
city
enough.
game.
Reece Nelson's good enough to cover for the Lens game. I think
Yeah.
Lens are, I think, 14th in the league on as well, so they should realistically without Saka. But I think that Arsenal Man City game is gonna be crucial next week. I think like Arsenal Man,
Yes.
I'm excited for that as a neutral. I think we played
Mm,
before that as well, so we could maybe put a bit of pressure on whoever loses. So I
true.
I personally think that game could be a brilliant game unless the refs do what they did today and
Yeah, that's if the ref ends up having, a stinker, then it can be long and of course be able
me.
to
Well, I have to
yeah.
go now. Well, that was my thoughts. I mean, if
Yep.
only Liverpool got a draw, it would have been a great day. But it's what it is. I can't blame the players. And look, tomorrow's a dead day. Can't like tomorrow's dead. But then Monday we got Fulham Chelsea. Hopefully Fulham beat Chelsea. But yeah,
Yes.
thanks for having me on, and
No
hopefully I come on
problem.
more Liverpool.
Oh
But
yay, more than welcome. Just
yeah,
I'll shout you out then
yeah,
we'll talk. But
bye, bye.
yes, bye bye. Yeah, so that was the Yuvraaj thoughts. Yeah, guys, it's been a lot. Oh, it's just after the fact that Liverpool lost, City lost. Just imagine if United would have just won. It would have been such a good weekend. Like at least, if we would have been the only one losing today, then it would have been horrible, horrible Saturday. But makes me, which is a bit, it's a bit sad, but this is the truth. It does make me feel a little slightly better. Sorry, with the fact that City also lost and the fact that Liverpool lost as well. Just because we're not the only ones. Maybe it can divert the conversation a little bit from us, but then again, we're the mighty Man United. We're going to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? Musa says Tenak out. Okay, Musa. So my question, if you're still in the chat though, Musa, my rebuttal question will then be, let's just say, once again, we say bye-bye to Ten Hag. What happens then? What is your proposition? What is your solution? Who should we get? Zerbi? The Gaussman? No, he's technically he's going to be, he's not going the German coach until at least after the Euro next year. So maybe, but what are we going to do until then? Interim? We going to bring in Michael Carrick? Hmm? McKenna? I'm just asking. Who should we bring in? Okay? What is your solution? Because the solution for me ain't going to be sack him and then bye bye. Because we're going to have the same conversation again. I genuinely do believe that Ten Hag is the guy, but it's not going to work under this ownership. And I'm not going to say every single time when we lose that we're going to be sitting here and blaming the Glazers. They're like an overall issue. Today, though, I think some of the players, part of us not winning this game, dropping points, was on the players. Some of the players did not show up. Some of the players simply aren't good enough. Maybe. Some of them might need to sit on the sidelines for a little bit, for a little while, is what I am suggesting. Brothers United ownership is shite. Yes, it is. Maxis Martial is the key. If he's fit, he needs to start or come on earlier. He gives us attacking control. He did look a little bit eyed when he came on, but I do think it was maybe a little bit late when he came on. Was it him and Donny came in together? I think so. I could be wrong. Could have started Martial Ork on that show potentially. We needed this loss to bring us back to reality, show us that some players are not currently informed. Maybe who need time out for 24 hours? I don't know. You tell me. We are crap with our first team. This is our reality. These players aren't good enough at the moment for a while. Arteta says Joel and Avram is overall issue. Their incompetence, lack of respect, and negligent. Negligent. I can't. I know how to say the word, but my this just can't. You know what I mean? Negligent. Yeah. Either way, you know what I mean. But yeah, that. And I do agree with you. Overall, they are the issue, the owners. Okay, and when we're saying like, some people be like, yeah, but it's a board. Who did give these board members the job? The owners. That's who. So they are to blame overall. And of course, we're not going to sit there and not put the finger here and there, point the finger here and there at Tenag and give criticism where criticism is due. I think Rashford should have gotten subbed off earlier. I thought Ganacho coming in like in the 60th minute that was good, but I wish that some of the other like Martial and whatnot would have been better to for them to come in earlier. I think would have been better. But hey, the one says we need new ownership and a mass clear out. Ertenag isn't perfect, but this is just sad how these players show up. No fight, no strong mentality. They're simply not good enough. Exactly. Like I was saying, the game on Tuesday was such a good game. Negligence. Thank you. Is Sofia's worst enemy. Lord have negligence. Yeah, I'm having a howler as well. It is what it is. Ah, you know what? It is what it is. Either way, though, people, this was just not the ideal game. Sometimes I'm just like thinking, could we just maybe turn the clock a little bit down, won the game, and then Man City would have lost their game. Also, Liverpool, that would have been amazing. But no, here we are. By the way, people keep getting the likes up. The more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for more people to see. Mm, I'm just trying to double check if there's anything. Hmm, if there's anything on Twitter or something, but not really. But yeah, I think that's kind of like most of the stuff that I wanted to talk about today. I didn't, want this to be the longest. I've already done a lot of streaming this weekend, but I will be back tomorrow earlier on the day as the women's, WSL is going to be starting tomorrow. So the Women's Premier League, where Aston Villa is going to be facing Man United. So I'll be watching that game and I'll be doing a live match reaction after. But do check out the video that I did, pretty sure it was yesterday, talking about my expectation for the Man United women's team, talking about some of the signings and all of that in general. Make sure you check it out. Someone says, what changes are needed as in on field changes? Apparently, we are still stacked with Glazers for now. Oh, Lord, not everything happened on field is Glazers' fault. No, not every you are right. Not everything on the field. Like for instance, Ten Hag can't control having Rashford sit on the sideline for a little bit. That is something that you can control. Some of the players that you are using that are in your disposal, you can control. If some of the players are not playing up to par, are not following the game plan, then it's your responsibility to be like, you know what, you're not performing. You have to sit on the sideline and now bring on somebody that will, you know, essentially be able to do what I want them to do. So Rashford right now has been having a couple of stinkers here and there so far this season. I want to see the game against Galatasaray this Tuesday. I need you to be put on the bench. And like for instance, one of us says Rashford should have been off at halftime. I agree. When there are players that you think, dang, they're not showing up, halftime, get him out. Get him out. Within 60 minutes max, get him out. I don't wait for the 75th minute and then get him out. That's just my opinion. Rashford is Man United's only world class player. I can't sit there and say that he's world class. He was amazing. He was in world class form last season. Don't get twisted for a lot of the time of last season. But this season, he hasn't showed up. I'm sorry. It's been poor. It's been very poor. I expect more, especially for the money that you're on right now, my brother. I expect more. That's all. When Rashford isn't playing left wing, he's slouching, doesn't look happy. Fix that attitude. Fix it. We'll take loss in Carabao Cup to win Prem game. That win cup. Oh my God. I was thinking about it at some point, but I was like, you know what? I still want to get, go far and retain that trophy and all that. But the Premier League, this is literally the worst Premier League start to a season we've had in 34 years. Okay? There's been 7 Premier League game and we've had 4 defeats. 4 losses, people. That's bad. That's really bad. And now we have some good games that we can be able to technically, essentially, we should be able um to get points from those games, winning them. At least up until I think it's going to be like less than a month from now, where we're going to be playing Man City. I believe that's going to be at Old Trafford. Of course, that's going to be a hell of a difficult game. But until then, we should be going on a proper run. But I don't know. It's sad. Big up to Aussie, says big up to Sofia and Chan, says by the way, by the letter of the law, it's a red card. Why is everyone complaining for? Oh, Tolumba, I'm pretty sure Aussie is talking about the has to be the Liverpool game, right? You talk about the red card. Are you talking about the Curtis Jones red card? Because I 100% agree that that's a red card. If that's the one you're talking about, which I'm presuming it is. And I think it's a bit mad how people saying, but it's not a red card. If Casemiro did that, he will be out. It'll be violent conduct. He'd be out. He'd be out. So yeah. Someone says I couldn't care less about. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Also says I am. Tormo says I couldn't care less about City. They will definitely beat us. Let's not be delusional. Yeah. I mean, I'm not being delusional, okay, Tolumba. But I hear you. All I'm saying is I wanted to expect us to try to go on a proper run until then. That's all. But hey, we'll see. Also, his high foot could easily have broken Bisuma's foot. It's dangerous, accidental or not. This a red card because we were trying to. Come on, people were saying when I remember against who was it when Casimiro got himself the second red card. I think it was pretty sure, and not the one, not this one. The strangling, but the one that where he tackled somebody and he technically was on the ball first, but then he still caught the player. And people saying, yeah, but it doesn't matter if you caught it, and if it wasn't, with intent, you're still out, right? And I'm sorry, should we not keep the same energy then for Curtis Jones? Because I feel like Curtis Jones one was actually worse. Literally could have broken his leg. And Roger says, why didn't Bandier play? Because Onana is going to be he's the number one goalkeeper. And I think Bandier is going to be more so playing um, maybe when it comes to cup games. And obviously, once Unana goes to AFCON in January, you'll see Altai be playing. Tournament says, why didn't Ganacho start? Same reason, bro. Every time has his starters. That's the thing. But I think technically, though, with the goalkeepers, like, let's be honest, you don't really be rotating goalkeepers that much. So that one, I don't really necessarily see a problem with. I hear. Oh, you meant why didn't he start the Carabao Cup game? It could be that he wanted for him to. We did win against Burnley. We had a clean sheet. Maybe felt like for his confidence that it would have been a good thing for having for also for him to play that game and alongside some of the other players as well. Maybe that's what I think. Even though I did predict that Altai was going to start, but we'll see him at some point. Maybe he'll play against Galatasaray. No, I don't think. Maybe you never know. Also says the United result is on the players. The only decision I don't like from Ten Hag on him continuing to play Amber as left back. Okay, I hear it. Also says let me know when you end up doing phone ins on stream. I'm fuming. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear you. I hear you. Definitely, we'll definitely start to do that soon. But I'll see if there's um, any times where you want to join in future shows, match reacts, and match previews. Just we'll discuss. I always look forward to, look after trying to get more people on the channel, um, as that's pretty dope. And you know your stuff, Elsie. So yeah, I think we're just gonna end it at that. I feel like I've said a lot of the stuff that I want to say. We of course had Liverpool fan Yuvraaj earlier here, who did vent and share his frustration with the Liverpool game. And I think that's gonna be with that. Like I said, I will be back tomorrow for a live match reaction after Aston Villa women playing Man United women. Right after that, that will be, I think that will be 2, is it 2 p.m.? Yeah, it's going to be 2 p.m., 2:30 kickoff. Not kickoff, but when I'm going live. Okay? People in my head is gone. My Saturday still is ruined after the game. So I'm just going to relax now, see other people vent, and just have a chillax Saturday. But yeah, big up Aussie, big up Raja, Twalumba, Leon. Who else have been here? Mac, Bobby K, Rajat, Musa, Henry, Jordan, Koala, Keeping It Real, Chelsea, all the people that's been here. Little Yo-Yo, Zane, Sharifo, Bart, and Schlots early on. But yeah, we'll be back. Have a great time wherever you are in the world. If you're watching this on a replay, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Are you all right? Yes. No, you are all left.